everybody. Welcome to GEW101B Summer. Let me start off by saying that I completely understand that some of you may have a negative view of writing, who maybe you hate writing, maybe you don't like it, maybe you see yourself as a bad writer, maybe you love it, maybe it's your favorite thing to do in the world. I know some of you maybe have attempted the course once before and didn't finish it quite, but that's okay. So whatever your situation is with OMG, that's the T for sure. I totally hate writing. It's like literally the worst. Hello? You're not going to make me like writing. I'm not here to convince you to like writing, or you. I know that's not my job, really, and you don't have to like writing. Excuse me. Then what are you here to do? Precisely. Okay, well, I'm here to convince you and you and you that writing, while maybe not fun all the time, is something that you can do and something that you've actually been doing your whole life. Like, you're already a communicator. You've been doing it. You do it every day. I'm just going to try to help you think about the ways that you can bring the skills that you already have to the task of writing, and in particular, making arguments, making claims about things, and making academic arguments, but not only academic arguments, because you're not going to be using only academic arguments in your life. OMG, so you're saying I already know how to do this? Then why are people like always telling me that I'm like not good at it? Whatever. That's a good point. How can I say that you already know how to do it if maybe you've had a bad experience in the past, or people have told you that you're not good at it? There are a lot of really prescriptive approaches to teaching writing. So by prescriptive, excuse me. You mean people who tell you what should or shouldn't happen with writing? Yeah, people exactly, who have specific rules that have to be followed if the work is to be judged effective. Exactly. This class is going to take a slightly different approach. Well, that's highly unusual. Instead of having one set of rules that you have to follow sort of religiously, I see writing as relational. OMG, I mean, it's like related to me. Excuse me, no. Actually, relational means, I quote, concerning the way in which two or more people or things are connected. Yes, that's right. In writing and in communicating, what's most effective depends on the circumstances. It depends on what type of thing you're writing and who's going to be reading what you're writing. So it's an interaction between you, the text, and the audience or reader. And the approach that you're going to take then in any given case is dependent on the audience and the genre that you're writing in, or the form, the type of thing that you are writing. So I want to say a few things about online learning. Online learning is different. I think it's a lot harder. I think it's tougher. I think it's tougher on both ends. As a teacher, it's more difficult. And as a student, I think it's more difficult. For you, I think it's because it requires a lot more of you. I'm not able to provide as much face-to-face support and reminders, and we don't get that sort of informal interaction that we might get in the classroom. And everything that I do is dependent on you actually coming to the Cougar Courses website, or making an appointment for office hours with me, or coming to the synchronous Zoom classes, or watching or reading the things that I post. If you don't do those things, then I can't help you in an online class. It's not like face-to-face where whether you like it or not, you're going to hear me saying it. If you don't watch my video, then I can't get the information to you. So my first thing is, please pay attention to what I'm posting, watch the videos, read the materials I post. There's no way to be successful in this class or any online class without taking responsibility for your own learning, unfortunately. So I am going to do my best to create community with you in this class, to create a space where we can all work together to achieve learning outcomes in a time that, may still be very challenging or even frightening for people. Excuse me. How am I supposed to contact you when the inevitable question arises? Good question. The best way to contact me is through email. Either you can message me through the Cougar Courses website, or you can email me at my CSUSM account, hbrewer@csusm. But you should definitely put the class number in the email title, GEW101B, just so I know it's y'all, so I can hone right in on those emails. During the week, you can expect to hear back from me within 24 hours. But on Fridays, I won't have access to email after 3 p.m. And then I typically don't check it again until Monday morning. Sometimes I do check in on Sunday evenings, but typically non-emergency things are going to wait till Monday. During the week, if you haven't heard from me in 24 hours, shoot me a follow-up email and say, hey, did you get my email? But if it's on the weekend, recognize that if you keep sending me multiple emails, I'm still not going to check them. So just be aware that that's the time when I'm not available to you. So because I'm not available on the weekends, you need to make sure you're asking me questions during the week. So maybe use your weekends to get caught up on your readings, to work on your writing assignments that are coming up for the next week, so you can ask me about them. And please do ask me if you have questions, just like your colleagues here are doing. Ask me if you don't understand. I do not mind at all clarifying things. Let me say this though, having said that, I do my best to provide you with the information that you need in multiple formats, whether it's a video and written and posted here or there on the website. I understand sometimes you won't understand what I've posted, and that's totally fine. But my ask of you is that you please read what I've posted or watch it or whatever it is before you ask me the question. So just read it first, check it out first. Maybe, check and see if any of your peers in the class know. There's a Q&A forum on the very first page, and that's a good place to check and see if a different student has asked that question and I've answered it. And if you're a student and you see someone else asking a question and you know the answer, pop it in there. So if you do those things and you still can't find it or you still don't understand it, then by all means, email me, set up a little appointment, let's chat. I'll talk with you about anything. I want you to understand it. I'm happy to talk to you, but I need you to take your step first, and then I can take my step. And if you haven't taken that step, I may ask you to do that if you email me. If you email me, what time is blah, 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 or if you email me something, say that's, for example, on page 2 of the syllabus, I may say, hey, that info's on page 2 of the syllabus, check it out there. And then ask me if you have questions, just because it takes extra time for me to retype information that I've already put out there for you, and maybe you didn't realize that's where it was. Give it your best shot first, and then please do contact me. I'm here to help. Okay, so
OMG. So what am I supposed to do if I can't log in or something like that? Email you?
Great question. Great question. I cannot provide tech support for you. I do not have that capacity. That is not my job. I don't know how to do it. So if you can't log into Cougar Courses, if there's some problem with your campus email, if it's something like that, you can't upload something. If you contact me, I'm not going to be able to help you. So contact tech support. I'm running some information about tech support in the scroll here below. Contact them if you're struggling.
KMN, TMI, literally.
We have great technology resources.
Excuse me. What should I do if I do not have adequate access to a computer or a tablet? Should I utilize my smartphone device?
Great question. Yeah. Don't try to do this course on your phone. But if you need a tablet or a laptop or something to do the course in, contact the library. They are lending stuff out to students. It's really hard to do a course like this on your phone. And if that's what you're working on, contact the library. Go rent a tablet, go rent a laptop from them. It's going to be so much easier if you have one of those to do this class.